So they usually say a fist distance from the mic, which we all know a fist.
First I was like, wait, what are we talking about here? That was quick. That escalated really quick.
Yep.
First, I want to know your names because I have no idea.
I'm Luis.
And I'm Sebastian.
Very nice having you guys here.
I'm Tyler.
Thank you.
Hopefully people know that already. You're Gabriel.
Well, your hair is different.
Right. I
This
dyed
is
my
the
hair
first
blonde.
episode.
We are like kind of matching.
I know, we are
Funny,
matching.
true. That is true.
Bem-vindo.
Obrigado.
Bienvenido. Welcome.
That's all I know.
That's not true. I've
can
heard
pick
you
up.
know a little bit of Portuguese on here.
Obrigada. Oh, I like to say obrigada.
That's hilarious.
That's my
It's like
favorite.
it's very on
Super
brand.
gay.
It's fine.
Yes,
it's all
yes,
good.
yes.
He's been taking Portuguese
Yeah,
classes
I've been learning Portuguese lately.
Amazing.
like daily with the private tutor.
Every
and
time that I'm
everything.
gonna travel to Brazil, I
Yeah.
start taking classes. So I've been starting classes
Yeah.
like 3 times, and then I
smart.
quit, and then I start again.
You know, I feel like for us, I mean, for me that I speak Portuguese, it's a little easier to learn a language like Spanish.
It's kind of funny because we went to Brazil for the first time. You know how Brazilian families are, all the cousins together
Yeah.
talking at the same time.
Yes.
And he was so lost, and he was like,
crazy.
"I don't understand a thing." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Just focus, you will." And I'm like, "I get it. Like it's just too much going on." And then
And it was my
6
first time knowing his family, and I couldn't understand a
Aw.
thing. It was,
individually you could.
Yeah.
It's just
A
when it
little
was like the
bit.
who group together.
but I couldn't like say anything to them because like I
Right.
didn't even speak anything at all.
It's
like,
hard to follow.
Yeah.
I get overwhelmed at my own like family gatherings with just people talking to me. So when we have family gatherings on his side, I just get to sit there and be like, yes, or like smile, and I have a whole conversation with his mom just like by facial expression.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there's many forms of language, and his family, they speak English, but sometimes we don't understand what they're saying
too.
because they're so
Florida, right?
country. Yes.
Yeah.
I've dated a Colombian and now a
really?
Brazilian, so I can agree that it's all fat. To me, English is the only slow one.
Yeah.
Honestly, being in a relationship with someone who is from another country, who speaks another language, I have learned so much about language, like the abilities that we as Americans take for granted all the time. We just assume like everybody who touches the floor or the ground here in this country can speak to us.
Yeah.
And if not, then what are you doing here?
Right.
But it's funny because I lived in North Florida and I would go down to Miami often, drive down, 5-hour drive and see friends and stuff. But I remember one time I went to this neighborhood and the gate guard only spoke Spanish. And he was like, "What are you doing here? Like, you're in the wrong place." And I had never had this like experience
Yep.
in Florida being like, "Wait, am I speaking? What's going on?"
That was the reason why I left Miami. At
Yeah.
the same situation at a gate guard
Yeah.
in Brickell.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
at a Live Fitness in Brickell area. I'm about to get out. My parking ticket is not going through. And I'm telling the guy I was just working out. This is back in 2012, like over 10
Wow.
years ago. And he was like talking to me in Spanish, which I understood, but I wasn't fluent back then. So
Yeah.
I was getting back to him in English. And then he said something like he lashed on me, and then I was like, I have no idea what you just said. And he was like, "This is Miami. You have to know Spanish,
yeah.
especially when they find out your name is Luis." They're like, "What's your name?" I'm like, "Luis." Like, "What do you mean don't speak Spanish?" I'm like, "I don't. I'm Brazilian."
I think the common theme with being in America is that no matter where you're from or who you are, you assume everyone is just like you. Like if you're in your bubble and someone invades your neighborhood, your city, you assume everyone is just like you, but that's just really not the truth.
Yeah.
Even on your own street, that's not the truth,
But
right?
can I
But
tell you? That's why I love traveling. Because I always tell
Yeah.
him like we live in this bubble.
Mhm.
We were long distance for 2 years. So last year I traveled internationally 11 times. I was like every month I was traveling to go see him, either in Colombia or Mexico City or
Brazil.
Brazil.
So you guys have made it work long distance,
Yeah.
different countries.
Our story is so crazy.
So let's start with like how you met. Like what brought these two beautiful souls together?
So like may I?
Yeah, go ahead. You love
As I
telling the
met,
story.
no, what happened was like I
Brazilians
mentioned,
love drama.
once upon a time I was in the corporate world and I used to work for Hilton hotels and I got transferred so many times from Brazil to Florida, Texas,
Club after
Texas,
club.
North Cal, and like yeah. So I moved so much and
Amazing.
and then I had a really toxic relationship back in 2021, I guess 2022. I don't know.
22.
And then after I broke up, I was like, you know what? I'm working remotely. I've been in LA for way too long. And I was like, I just hit the 5th year. It's time for me to try something else. And I always wanted to learn Spanish. but I don't like studying like
Yeah.
at home because I
Yeah.
learned English on the streets. So I put
Wow.
everything in storage. I returned my apartment. I had someone to take care of my dog, and then I moved to Colombia. I didn't know anyone there. I didn't know. Well, I knew a little bit of Spanish because I lived in Miami as well. Signed up for
basics.
daily classes, 2 hours a day, private tutor. Went back to school, and
Take
then
it
and this is like
serious.
3 years ago.
Wow.
No, and then I was at the gym, and I was trying to sign up at the gym. The whole year contract thing, my Spanish was very limited, not enough to fight over a contract, and I'm
Trying to
like,
take advantage of you.
yeah. So he
Beautiful
walks
face.
by, and he speaks English fluently, and then he was like, "Do you need help?" And I was like,
So
just like a movie.
Yeah, and I was like, "I kind of do."
I do.
And then
In many ways.
yeah, yes. And then he helped me out. Obviously,
I mean,
he looks like that.
An angel.
But with the baby face, almost 6'5", he's 5'6". So like, I was like, is he even? I was like, he's gotta be over age because he's all tatted.
in Colombia, you never know.
But oh well, true.
Uh,
True. And he was 24 years old. I mean, he could have been, I don't know,
Sure.
19
Sure.
or 18. And then we finished the workout. And then after workout, I went and talked to him. And I was like, hey, thank you so much for helping. Gonna take
Aw.
you for a coffee, like as a thank you. And then the same day you came back.
Yes, we watched a movie.
And then he
I'm
came to my
home.
place. We watched the movie. And then he went home. But then the following day, did we meet at the gym?
No, I think we just went for dinner. if
We
I'm
went out
not
for
wrong.
dinner. But then he went to my place.
Oh.
And then the rest is history. He never went
He
home.
never left.
He only left. No, he
Yeah,
would leave
literally.
every morning. And then the other thing was that he got back and he still had 5 days left of his vacation.
So we had time.
So we had
spend
time to
together.
spend a lot of time together. So he was showing me the city. He took me to like Comuna 13, which is like the Colombian favelas, but it's like super, super cool. We went a lot of places. We went to Guatapé.
Did you do the like gondola ride?
I did.
Above
Parque
the-
Agri.
Ah, yeah, Parque Agri.
Yeah, so I've been to Medellin. I used to date a Colombian when I was 18 or 19, and he was crazy. But that's not a testament to. I was crazy too. We were both crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I shouldn't say that just about him, but because
He might be watching.
it takes two to tango.
Yep.
So we were both crazy. I go to Colombia. It's very high in altitude, as you probably know, Medellin. I get altitude sickness, so the first like few days, I'm like not
Bogota is even
enjoying
worse,
it.
isn't it?
I haven't been there.
It's
And so then my ex at the time was like, let's do this thing called parapente. I'm like, I don't know what that is. I don't speak Spanish. So I'm like, okay. So we like go on this mountain. I'm like, I'm already altitude sickness. Like, it's down, right? And they're like, I'm like, we're going higher in altitude. Why are you guys doing this to me? So we get to the top, and I'm like terrified of heights.
Oh, you
my God.
are.
And so, mind you,
love it.
I don't speak
it
Spanish.
too.
I'm there with my partner at the time and his whole family. I'm 18. He's like in his late 20s. So we get up there and he's like, by the way, we're going to do this thing where we jump off a mountain and there's like a guy with a parachute and he surfs you in the wind and you're going to do it or we're going to leave you up here. And so I had the guy who was my like guide was on my back. We were like basically like tandem together and he's like guiding the thing. He doesn't speak English and I don't speak Spanish. So the reason why we had been waiting so long is because the wind conditions were so rough.
yeah.
So they said there's no going right now. And then when they reopened it, my ex made me go first as the guinea pig. Mind you, because the wind was so rough, the ride was supposed to be 5 minutes. We were up there for 45 minutes. But the guide couldn't explain to me why we were up there so long because we don't speak the same language.
Hey,
and
we-
he couldn't land. So I told God.
You're freaking out at
so,
that. Like,
right. So
10
whoever,
minutes in, you're like, okay.
Right.
I would
right.
enjoy it.
Not to
you know, the whole
mention-
experience.
No.
Not
you-
to mention, I start like wanting to throw up because of like all of the whole trip.
Yeah.
So the guide is like pushing my head like over, and I'm thinking he's gonna like push me out. Like he's just gonna push me because there's like 3 straps that are holding you, right?
Push my head, I'm falling in love.
Right,
I'll be
yeah,
like,
well,
oh, yes, sir.
usually, but not, when the planes are like
Usually.
Right.
flying underneath you.
I
I was
know.
not okay. But I made a deal with whoever controls the universe. I would never do that again if I lived. And
Wow.
here I am. So I'm not doing that again.
I've gone skydiving a few times, and I love skydiving.
How was it?
I went with my mom the last time to celebrate her 50s. Yeah.
Did she like it?
She loved it. She cried.
I would
Like
love
when
to
it
do
when the
that.
parachute
Yeah?
opened, she cried so
I'll
much.
go with you guys.
But I did the one you did, and I hated
You
it
did.
because like to go up, they have to like do circles in
Yes.
like I don't know how to explain that, but they have to do circles,
Right.
Yeah.
And then you get dizzy.
Yeah.
But it's because
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah. Because you're
So-
like on the ground on a mountain and then the wind picks you up and then they're trying to get higher. So they
Yeah.
have to
Right.
like circle
And then if
good.
you're sick, you don't really enjoy it that much.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. You
that's
always
for
be fun.
There's that.
I
There's
can
that.
definitely tell you that's true.
Yeah.
And I get dizzy very easy.
Dude, me
Yeah.
too. I feel you.
So going back, he went to my house and he would wake up every day at 5 o'clock, go home, change, go to work, come back, and we would meet at the gym. And then from there, dinner or movie theater. And then he would sleep in my place. And then next morning, and he did that. I think the entire
Yeah.
time that I lived in Colombia, which was for 4 months, I think.
Yeah.
You didn't sleep in my place maybe twice.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
I was sleeping.
You
at his
basically
place.
moved
Yeah.
in.
He basically,
Yeah.
but he was casual. He never brought
Yeah,
anything.
I know,
Okay,
yeah.
like
So he
No,
wouldn't
no.
suspect anything.
he was like with a little bag. There's like
Smart.
lube and toothbrush. That's it.
That's all you
Essentials.
And the
All we
essentials.
need.
And then about to move back to the U.S., we started talking about what can we do to bring you to the U.S.
Sure.
And then we talked about like let's get a fiance visa or a tourism visa, but they were all taking 2 years, 2.5 years, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't. I know
Right.
myself. I won't
No.
be able to do it.
Right.
And then we agreed to get married without tell. I was like, let's just keep it very
Yeah,
until we
sure.
get married. Your family will know. My family will know. That's about it.
Right.
And then we can get the spouse visa and we move in. You move here because
Yeah.
at this point we already lived together for 4 months anyway. The chances are pretty
Pretty
good
low.
here.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
each other already.
And then February 22nd was his birthday. I flew to Colombia by surprise, and then his family did a whole dinner, and then they like blindfolded him for his gift, and then I showed up at the restaurant, and then I proposed.
Oh,
It was like
so
the
sweet.
cutest
For the whole
thing.
family.
Yeah,
That's
the
so
whole his family was
sweet.
so
So
incredible.
your family's supportive.
I'll be honest.
Yeah, very, very.
They always
supportive.
been.
Yeah, like it took me a while to come out. Like I came
Yeah.
out when I was 19, I guess, or 20. But ever since then, they have been very, very supportive.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Do you have
Amazing.
brothers and sisters?
I have an older sister. Yeah, but
Yeah.
she was like, I always knew.
That's what I was wondering.
And
They
she
know.
helped me so much. We were like FaceTiming. I was in LA choosing the ring, and she's like, "Oh, he's gonna like that." Like she was helping me with the ring and everything. So I flew to Colombia, proposed. We agreed on kind of one-sided. We agreed on doing a dinner for 10 people. Like we're gonna get married in the morning at the courthouse, do some photos,
Simple.
and then a dinner for 10 people. Sweet. And then we go to the botanic garden for the photos. We had a photographer and everything. Let's go home for the dinner. They put me in an Uber and I was exhausted because I had flown in the night before. And then he was like, just sleep. You're tired. And I went back to sleep. And he woke me up. He was like, okay, wake up because we're going to stop for coffee. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Yeah, like one of those like grau kind of a thing. The
Yeah.
post,
Pit stop.
yeah, by the freeway.
Yeah.
And then we got a little coffee.
Brazilian things.
And then and then 3 minutes after we got the coffee, we drove for under 5 minutes. We got into this beautiful farm, full-on wedding, beautiful venue with DJ, chef, I'm vegan, so like a vegan chef, vegan wine. I mean the whole thing, DJ, and it was beautiful.
And where was that?
In Medellin, Colombia. Well, it wasn't Medellin, it was Rio Negro.
It was
Outside,
Rio
yeah.
Negro,
Like
outside
in the
the
outskirts
city.
of the city.
Amazing.
If you see the video and the decoration, I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is the best wedding ever because I didn't have to stress about anything.
Yeah,
It was
so
just
wait.
like I just showed up
You surprised him going to Colombia, and then he surprised you with the wedding.
6 months later.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But you know, it was really cute because I told him, I said, now that I proposed to you, I will never feel like I will never know how it feels like to be proposed.
So you each got the moment.
So we both got it.
So did you plan the wedding?
To be honest, like I agree on the small dinner and everything. We were gonna do it at my place, but at some point my mom was like, "We cannot do that. Like you have to have like a real wedding, even if it's
Amazing.
small." And then my best friend, I love her. She was the same. Like you really need to do like a full wedding. So they started to talk and they started like to plan things, and then they told me like what the idea was.
Oh my god.
And I was like, oh my God, that's crazy, but yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I have to thank them because like they were so much help,
Yeah.
like in getting everything, like the venue,
'Cause
the
it's a
food.
lot.
Yeah, they helped me a lot because like you cannot do that by
No.
His
yourself.
mom was the officiator of the wedding.
Wow.
Having his mom reading, it was just so
Beautiful.
beautiful because he had never really everybody was like, when are you going to be in a relationship and things like that. She was like,
Oh, so he was your first
Well,
relationship?
Yeah, and I'm not to bring like people into my family.
right.
Yeah.
So I've had like a couple relationships before, but to be honest, only one that I actually like introduced to my family and
Yeah.
would go to family dinners and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So he was basically the second person that I would
Yeah.
like introduce to them.
So when did you officially move to LA? Both of you?
April.
I moved in
April.
This
April
year.
This year.
Wow.
yeah.
So not till
everything's
6
really
months
nice.
ago.
Yeah.
6 months ago.
Crazy.
Yeah. And he had never been to the U.S.
Wow. What do you think so far?
I love it.
Yeah?
When I first arrived, it was just like a shock.
Yeah.
It was too
Especially
much.
LA. It's like, wow.
He didn't
Yeah.
like it. No,
For
shocked because he
me.
didn't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of driving through Hollywood,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, I don't know if this is what I imagined,
Mhm.
and I don't know if that's
What
what
I
I
see in the
want
movies.
for
Yeah.
my life, like forever.
Right.
Yeah.
I will tell you, you're not the only one who has felt that way. I think a lot of even Americans
Yeah.
come to LA with this idea that it's glitzy and glamorous and everything is beautiful and the people
And
and
there's famous people everywhere.
Yeah.
What I love about LA is that you can be whoever you want to
Yeah.
be,
And no one
you
cares.
and you can
cares.
try. You
Yeah.
can do for 3 months. If you don't like it, you can just
Right.
go
Yeah.
somewhere else.
in LA you can
So
be gay
much.
pretty much anywhere and no one cares.
Yeah.
Like
LA
you
is
can
so
be
gay.
whatever scope of gay. You can
So
be
gay.
like really rainbow wearing flamboyant or
Everywhere.
like super leathery
Yeah.
or anywhere in between and you can be at a party and no one even gives you a look.
A lot of people say that people here are fake. I don't think so. And if they are fake, fine. As long as you don't ruin my day, it's
Right.
okay.
But they're fake everywhere, right? It's not just LA. People
Oh, no,
are
like
fake
people
everywhere.
brag
in the
about
world.
New York, saying like,
Yeah.
"Oh, New York people are real." I'm like, "Yeah." You walk into a store and they're like, "That's all we have." Like, no, be fake to me. It's fine.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Just
here,
be
you walk
fake
into
nice.
Chipotle
Yeah.
and people are
Right.
nice to you.
Right.
So like, no, you can be fake as long as you're not ruining my day. I'll take it.
I
don't
think,
know.
and somebody, I actually just saw this clip of someone talking about LA, and it was like, it's really the rumor is, or the sort of falsehood is that everyone in LA is super inauthentic, or it's hard to find authentic
Superficial.
people. People are very superficial, and they were explaining like, no, I think there's both, but when you run into in LA is people are either really authentic or really fake. There's like not much of the in between. Like people are very extreme in those ways. And I've learned in LA to like let people live their fantasy. Like it's not hurting you. If you don't want to be around them, don't text them. They're not gonna text you either. Like
Yeah.
just let people do their
Yeah.
thing, right? And that's so bizarre thinking in comparison to where I'm from, where it's like, no, everyone's supposed to be the same. Everyone is supposed to follow. I mean, like I came from a really conservative family. My mom, I listened to your story, like talk about your mom being so supportive, like getting married and helping. I like have had this conversation. I was like, you don't want to get married. Gay, it's gay. You know,
Yeah.
gay people getting
You can
married.
go to hell.
Well, it's not, and like it definitely that
Basically.
is the fear, but it's like, you don't want that for yourself. That's just too much trouble. Instead of like just being supportive, you know, it's tough. And being in LA too gets to expose us to stories like yours where I'm like, okay, I'm not crazy for like wanting to get married or, you know, have these, you know, life.
We are both very lucky when it comes
Goals.
to our
Yeah.
family. I never had to
good.
come out. Like
Really?
that was a blessing, I guess. Like
Yeah.
we couldn't, because I hear so many traumatizing experiences. I'm like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
so glad I never had to go.
And where are you from in Brazil?
It's a very small town. It's called Cruzeiro. It's Vale do Paraíba. Are you from São Paulo?
Oh, I'm from Minas.
Oh, my
Yeah.
city is it's literally 20 minutes from Passa Quatro, Caxambu,
Yeah.
São Lourenço.
Yeah, we're basically neighbors.
Yeah.
We might be cousins.
We might. Yeah, we're
from
my
Sete
city is-
Lagoas.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's funny because people ask me where I'm from, and they always ask me if I'm from Rio or from São Paulo. I said neither. I'm from Minas, and they're like, Minas? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Which
Brazil
is
so big.
very very small state,
I
like
know.
humongous.
How we explain is Texas to Brazil because
Yeah.
you know, we don't have famous beach. We don't have, you know, even the coast. It's basically farms and mountains. So
Yeah, it's very similar and
Yeah.
also very like southern hospitality.
Yeah.
Like people in Minas are so hospitable and very
His
like
mom was
food
very
driven.
that.
food driven.
So is my mom.
hospitable.
Yeah. I love that I got that from her, like
Mhm.
the southern hospitality and like I brought you guys food and things like that. That's very
Yes, thank
Minas, you know.
You brought gifts. Mind you,
Yeah.
you are our second guest to bring gifts.
Yeah,
So
third.
thank you.
Oh,
Third
yeah.
guest. to
Yeah,
bring
but
gifts.
you guys brought a flower,
A flower,
a
a living
orchid.
gift.
We love orchids actually,
Oh, man.
and
You guys
chocolate.
got
We
it.
love chocolate.
That's
We actually
Who
eat
doesn't?
chocolate. I know, right?
That's what we do.
Every night though.
No,
Like,
but have you done that? Like
last night
dates
we had
with
5
chocolate
bars of
inside?
chocolate. We have
Probably.
Oh.
It's
We
been
always
a-
do that.
Not recently, but
no.
we've
I
done
think
it
we
before.
went on a date like a dates kit, because you're vegan.
Yeah.
So we are like 80% veggie based.
Uh-huh.
So most of our food, we eat a lot of salad. Like
Yeah.
we'll eat usually like 2 salads a day
Yeah.
with like a little bit of chicken.
No salad?
I'm bad vegan. I love salad.
You're a
but
bad vegan.
I do right now. I'm doing 4,200 calories a day.
Wow.
Oh, you can't get 4,200 calories on a salad. There's no way. I'll
That's
be
true.
like, give me 2 acres of
Yes.
grass.
Right.
I can't. Yeah, you don't.
Wow.
So
I'm
how-
the one eating salads in the house.
He's cutting, so now he's the one eating salad. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Are you vegan as well?
Since I moved, I decided to go vegan.
That's
because
amazing.
it's easier.
Yeah, when you're
But
both
I
vegan.
always
Yeah.
say like I'm vegan friendly because like if I go out by myself and I want to have like
Yeah.
chicken, I would do it.
For sure.
And also if we go to a restaurant that the vegan options are not really good, like
Yeah,
I don't like
yeah.
them, I would eat something else.
Do you
That's
guys
crazy.
spend a lot of time together?
all day,
Us
24/7.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, 24/7.
Same. Yeah,
24/7.
for 6 years.
We both work from home. We are
Same.
both like the only time we are not together is when he goes to the gym, and then
Yeah.
because we go to different gyms.
wow.
And it's kind of purposely like for us to have our own time,
It is good.
Yeah.
because we spend the whole day
Amazing.
together.
You go together to the gym?
Yeah, we go together to the gym. The
And
only
you
time.
work out together? or
Yeah,
you-
we work out
Well,
together.
We don't do chest together
Right.
or legs, but everything else.
Yeah,
we
I
do.
can't do legs with him either, or nor
Yeah.
chest.
Yeah, I just don't really like the way he plans his
Yeah,
routines.
that's
Right,
I totally
different,
get that.
yeah. So it doesn't work out. Like we have done it every now and then.
In Colombia, we did it for the whole 4 months.
Not for the entire time, but every now and then, and it will be like, yeah, I'll adapt. It's fine. But it gets to a point where like I can adapt every day because like
Yeah.
I really want to do like my own focus
And also he
everything.
hates because I've been in LA for 8 years. So I go to Equinox, and then I know everybody, or everybody like I know a lot of people.
You're the
Yeah.
mayor.
And he doesn't, and then he's like, you socialize way too much, and I'm like, and now I have actually changed quite a bit because I got tired of people, but it's like a 3 months thing.
Yes,
People are
yes.
actually getting
I
mad
dye
at
my
me.
hair. Now
Yeah.
I'm a different person.
No, for
Now
real.
I'm quiet.
I don't remove their AirPods anymore. People are walking my way. I'm like, hi, and then I keep on walking because he talked me out of it. He's like, it doesn't have to be a 2.5 hours workout because you're not
Right,
working
talking
out
to
for two and a
others.
half
It's
hours.
hard
Mhm.
because at the gym you see a lot of people who are your friends, right? So you want to at least like have the decency to say hello.
But that's what I learned.
yeah, and maybe it's
They are not
it's-
friends.
Right, that too.
They are gym buddies.
Right,
Right.
And it took me him moving here for me to realize that they are not friends.
right.
They're
The
gym
problem
buddies.
for us, we actually see like people we hang out with at the gym, so
Yeah.
we're like, I want to say hello, but I'm also in the zone, so sometimes I just act like I don't see them, and they do the same. So it's almost like no one really wants to talk too much there anyways. I feel like the people who do are not really your friends. They're
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
gym buddies, you know, who you're
Yeah.
like,
But I used to call them all friends. I
Yeah,
was like,
well,
oh, he's a
that's
friend of mine.
okay.
He's a friend of
Right.
mine. And I'm like,
That's
oh,
fine.
wait. They
I
are,
just see you at the gym. So
my
maybe you're not my
philosophy,
friend.
or my theory right now is if you haven't been to my house or if I haven't been to your house, we're not friends.
right.
Oh, I thought we were your friends.
No, we're not. I know. It's the third time I see you. Hopefully, we will be friends. We were gonna do the pumpkin carving thing together at my place.
Well, next year.
yeah,
yeah.
Halloween.
No, there's
We'll
still
come over
time.
next year.
Christmas plan.
Well, what's funny is we usually try not to hang out with people too much before the podcast because then we've like already talked about
Learned
everything,
everything.
and
Yeah.
so
we
it's-
were avoiding you guys.
we were avoiding you. No, but we have
Just
actually
kidding.
intentionally avoided. We've actually said to people like, "Sorry, we're not hanging out with you because we wanted to meet you
Yeah.
on the podcast.
We want the tea.
We want, you know,
But you
it's
know
an
what is
authentic
funny? I tell him all
experience.
the time, like for us to try to meet people that are somewhat aligned on like
Yeah.
values and like it being as a
Yeah.
couple, because we were talking about in LA you can be whoever you want to be. There are like pods of everything.
Yeah.
When I moved here, people are gonna be like, "You're not gonna make friends with gays," because I'm vegan. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. So it's like all the gays are, and I don't party.
Yeah.
The way people call
Yeah.
it. I'm like, they're like, you're never gonna meet people, and I'm like, well, guess what? I moved to LA a month later. I was doing activism with a bunch of gays, doing
Yeah.
anti-fur rally, going
Yeah.
to slaughterhouses, and I'm like, I found my niche. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like,
Yeah.
it's so crazy how there are always gonna be here in
LA
LA
is
at
the
least. There are always
place.
gonna be people that you can connect with.
Yep.
And then after he moved here, I told him, I was like, I would love for us to meet couples that are good people. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That are
us
not like
too.
crazy, going like getting because it's a very hard topic, but the drug culture in LA is
Oh
just
wow,
insane.
not just in LA.
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
learned that.
Yeah.
It's
I learned that after
Mhm.
New Year's in Rio last year.
Oh yeah.
I was
Especially
like,
in the gay community, drugs is just something so common,
it's
normal.
scary.
And we come from Jacksonville. We also didn't have many friends, and then moved here. We wanted to make friends that not in particular like they were into drugs or party, but like people who were maybe actors, dancers, and we've been making different friends, especially also because of the podcast. We meet some really
Yeah,
great
I mean, it's
people.
been amazing to be like, hey, you want to come on our podcast?
Yeah.
Actually, we just want to be your friend. But will you come, like, sit and
They will
talk?
become
and-
friends after, so
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
been
every
super
That's
fun.
cool.
every single guest that we've had, I would call a friend. We've hung out with them at least some capacity, and it's been great. Yeah, we would come to visit LA too, like again, 6 years in a row, and it can be isolating, especially when you're just visiting and you're like, I want to go to the gym and I want to go to this museum and do this, and you have all these things you want to do. There's not really time for you to like socialize,
yeah.
especially because again, we don't drink either. We don't really like party either. I will say we have started to go out to dance a lot more that we've lived here. It's been super fun, but we kind of like go to the more non like bar crowd, I guess. Like we'll go to a party that it's called
We have to
Tunnel.
invite you guys next time.
Yeah,
Oh,
so there's this
super fun.
party that we found out through like electronic dance music. It's called Tunnel, and
That's the
they-
thing. He hates
dr-
electronic.
don't- it's okay.
electronic,
I
and
didn't
I'm
need it.
more of like Latino music.
Yeah,
And they
Ah.
don't have that here, or at least I haven't found it.
they have.
We
it.
went to Brazil. When was it? In October.
Yeah.
He was like, it was, you know how in Brazil they do a mix of, let's say,
Oh, yeah.
Britney Spears, but with electronic.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I don't like the electronic. At 1 a.m. when they started playing Luisa's songs like Gloria Groove, he knows
I
he,
was like,
he
oh
knows
my
all the
God,
lyrics.
that's
Find those
my
places.
And I was
They're
like,
here.
what? And he was singing all the songs from Luisa, from Anita, and he was like, oh my God. And we left at 3 a.m. just because his flight was at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
You were having fun.
He left
I
the
was
party
loving it.
straight to the airport kind of a thing. We just like grabbed the bags and he left.
And like Medellin, I will go to parties if they have reggaeton. If they don't have reggaeton, like don't
I
come
think the
in.
main thing is just the dancing, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we can
Yeah.
all kind of and be in line with the fact that no matter what's playing, like LA has a lot of dance opportunity. I
Yeah.
know that you'll find it. There's definitely that community here that's out there.
If you find it,
dancing
let us
somewhere.
know.
Yeah,
I
'cause we would love to come. I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
the music, but I'll
Yeah.
dance.
But that's what I say. Like when I say like let's go out dancing, I mean it. I want to go out dancing.
Yeah.
So for Carnival in Brazil for the first time ever after 15 years in the US, 14 years in the US, and 8 days in a row, I was getting home after 10 a.m.
Wow.
8 days in a row.
I'm not surprised.
And I was with friends from Miami, here, UK, Australia, and they were all on drugs and
Yeah.
alcohol. And they were like, how are you still going? And I'm like, because I love music. I love the culture. I love everything. There was one day we got home almost at noon, and a friend of mine was like, I can't sleep because he was like rolling. And he was like, I was like, let's go on a hike. There's like the two brothers, those
the
irmãos.
hike.
And they were like, go on a hike right now? I'm like, yeah, let's go. And they were like, no, it's too much. And then we went to Copacabana to just walk around. And they're like, how can you do that? And I'm like, because
You have
I
the
feed
energy.
out of the energy.
Have you met Bruno?
Alcantara?
Yeah.
It's crazy energy
Okay.
too.
Yeah, I was gonna
he's
say, you
Baiano.
guys
He's from
have,
Bahia.
like-
right?
Yeah, you
Yes,
guys
like
have
people from Bahia are the
similar-
best.
You guys are
people.
very similar.
Energy.
Even the height.
Yeah. I just wish I was white as him because he was like this big.
I think you all are doing just fine.
The
You guys
energy
all
from
looking
Bahia is
good.
incredible. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I love that you
Yeah.
guys spend all the time together because this is very similar to us. We spend like 24/7 together, including the gym, and the only time that we're not together is when we're pooping.
Literally, and we're like,
But
where are you
other
going?
than that-
He doesn't even let me pee next to him.
No, I hate
Really?
it.
I cannot pee with
shy.
the.
I get that.
No, I cannot
though.
pee with the
get
door
pee
open.
shy.
Yeah.
I get
He
pee
was
shy.
screaming at me,
Sometimes.
close the door, don't
I
pee with the
get
door
you.
open.
I can get that too.
No.
There's you know, it's
Sometimes, yeah,
it's
it
cultural.
depends.
It's like what you did in your household growing up, probably,
Yeah.
right? It was like a private thing.
But maybe it's too much information, but my mom used to do that, like not closing the door or just leaving it unlocked so you would enter like while
Sure.
she was peeing, and it would
Traumatize
upset
you?
me. No, it would upset me so much.
Yeah.
It's like if you're peeing is the same as if you're pooping. So
Right.
just close the door and lock
Right.
it.
True.
Well, Martha Stewart used to do that to her daughter as well. So your mom is in good company.
Your mom knows what's up.
And sometimes it drives me crazy because we're about to go to bed, and I'll tell him like, can you please just brush your teeth and do like so I can go and pee?
The bathroom?
Or I will send him to brush his teeth in a sink in the kitchen.
Like, the bathroom's
because I'm
mine
like,
for
I
now.
need to pee.
Yeah.
And what is the problem? Like, you're brushing your teeth, let me pee next to you. He's like, no.
What negotiation is
Privacy.
happening here? You guys
Oh, no,
have
now I don't
a
care. I don't do-
clear-
yeah, I
you
respect
have, like,
it.
Right.
Yeah.
But so I think the main thing that we love about meeting other couples like us and yourselves is that there's oftentimes this idea that you can't be around each other that often. It just wouldn't work.
Yeah.
And it's definitely not for everybody. I couldn't have this relationship with another person probably. It's just uniquely us that I can be around someone all the time. But it is possible. And if that's something that you're looking for and want, make it make it a goal, and be in line for that, right? Like if you specifically want a relationship that you can be on that level with someone, you can make it happen. You just got to find the right person, and it takes work.
And we
but
waited way too long for him to move here. Now
Right.
I'm like, let's make this work. And we fall asleep cuddling. He doesn't like cuddling overnight, and we cuddle every night. And then as soon as I fall asleep, he steps up.
detaches.
And then as soon as we
I get
wake
so
up,
hot.
we go back together again.
But it's again negotiation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These hours like fly by.
I
that
figured
means
that was
we need
going
to
to
have you
happen.
guys come back.
Yeah.
You'd be into it.
Yeah, part 2.
Yeah,
Hair,
part
maybe?
3, part
Different.
4.
I have a wig on, a little bun again.
And
Next
maybe
time
we
we are
can-
blonde.
Yeah, let's do it.
Maybe we can have some
Switching roles.
invite ourselves over for some delicious vegan meal.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
that would be nice.
You've
Yeah,
sold, you've
maybe.
sold us on
We
it.
don't know if we're friends yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
His
you
works
guys
on mine.
so
Thank you for coming.
much.
you.
Thank you
Thank
for
you so
coming.
much.
Yes.